So today we're going to make beetroot and walnut muffins. It's going to be quite nice and simple recipe. I'm going to start with my milk. So I've got 180 milliliters of oat milk. I'm using oat milk, but you can use any plant-based milk. I prefer using oat milk because it takes a little bit more, it's more compacted. The same with soya milk. It works much nicer in muffins than coconut. Coconut is too watery. 1/4 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And I'm gonna just whisk this gently and set aside. Okay, so I will create buttermilk with that. Okay, then we go in with our dry ingredients. So for that, I will need 550 grams of plain flour, 230 grams of caster sugar. You can use a little bit less if you want them. So you can use like 200 if you prefer them less sweet. Plant-based butter. So I will use 350 grams of butter, which I'm just gonna break up a little bit. Now I'm gonna add to this 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and pinch of salt. Then we will use 3 big spoons of cocoa powder. I'm using dark cocoa powder for this recipe. I've tidied up a little bit, and then I'm gonna take a blender. So any blender you've got at home will be quite good. But I wanna first of all I wanna puree my bananas, and my beetroot together. So I've got 2 bananas. I like to use nice ripe bananas, darker than better for that. So don't throw any old bananas away. So banana, I'm gonna use, instead of egg, I'm gonna use banana and aquafaba. So I will mix 2 bananas and 3 tablespoons of aquafaba, but if you use an egg, you can use 2 eggs for this recipe. So I've got half a tablespoon measuring, so I'm gonna just measure 6. So I'm gonna use a little bit of vanilla essence as well. So I've got 1/4 teaspoons. If you like more vanilla, then use vanilla. You can also use almond or hazelnut syrup for that. This will be noisy. There we go, so that's done. I will pop that in my milk. And then I'm gonna grab some beetroot, and I'm gonna blend that as well. So I've got 3 tablespoons there. Last step, we're gonna mix all our dry ingredients with wet ingredients, add a little bit of walnuts, and then we go in baking. With my dry ingredients, I'm gonna try to mix, and margarine or butter. I'm gonna try to mix the dry ingredients first of all, and then I'm gonna work my butter into my dry ingredients. So what I want to do is create like a breadcrumbs. Now, with what we found, I'm giving away my secret, but the butter has to go like very breadcrumby, otherwise the muffins go flat, because the butter will just create too many pockets, too many fat pockets. So just work your way through it. So I've got my muffin tins ready, and I'm just gonna take and scoop out the same amount. There we go. So I've got first scoop of my batter in. So I'm gonna add walnuts now, and then I'm gonna go with another scoop. So I'm just gonna grab some walnuts. So we're going with second scoop now. While I was mixing everything, my daughter told me to do one with chocolate and walnuts. So we're gonna do that. I had some beetroot left, so just to make it a little bit extraordinary, I will chop a little bit of beetroot. And they go to the oven. They are ready. Spatula is nice and clean, so let's just take them out. So they're nice and risen, not too dark as well. Ta-da! So usually I will keep them like in a tin for a few minutes, just so that they don't lose their shape, and then we just take them out.